A great render starts with solid materials and proper lighting. And post-production is what brings out the finest details. Hi friends, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to create a night render of this scene and do the post-production. Alright, I've turned on the lights and added the hidden lighting. The ceiling lights and the halogen lights are also set up. I also added some objects inside the scene so the house doesn't feel empty, which is very important for night renders. This is a helper light that supports the wall lights. These sphere lights are used to brighten the overall space. I placed some of them behind this wall and also behind the house. And these lights are only placed in this area because they're visible to the camera. Alright, these are the changes I made to the scene objects. Now I go into the material editor. In the previous part, I explained the materials in more detail. Here, I only adjusted the brightness of the HDRI to make it closer to a night look. Now I just want to show the light materials. This is the material for the hidden lights. This one is for the wall lights. And this is the material for the terrace ceiling lights. Alright, the render elements were already set in the previous part. I don't need caustics here, because only the pool area is visible, and caustics at night don't work the same way as during the day. In the Performance tab, I disable the caustic solver. Denoising should stay enabled. Finally, I set the image quality to Full HD. I start the render, and after it's finished, I continue the video. Great, this is a very good render. The tone mapping adjustments I made look good to me. I tweaked the curve a bit. And this looks better. Now let's quickly review the render elements. Most of them are pretty much the same as in the previous part. Alright, I import these into Photoshop and start the post-production. First, I duplicate the main render and move one copy to the bottom layer. Then I turn off all the other layers. I bring the C text layer to the top. I change its blend mode to multiply. Its effect is very noticeable, especially on the vegetation. The second C text layer has very little effect, so I don't reduce its opacity. For now, I don't work with the alpha layer. I set the shadow layer to lighten. I set its opacity to 20. The effect around the lights looks really nice. I increase it a bit more to 25. For the Z depth layer, I need to see which mode works best. It looks like soft light works best. So I set the opacity to 10. I set the refraction layer to screen. An opacity of 30 works well for it. I also change the reflection layer to screen. Its opacity needs to be reduced a bit. 70 works fine. I change the direct layer to screen as well. I keep its opacity low, around 20. Now I bring the alpha layer up. I want to select the sky and improve its color a bit. So I create a new layer. I paint over it using a gradient with this color. From this angle, it looks better. Now I adjust the opacity. "40 looks good. I want to add a few stars as well. I pick this color. Create a new layer. I choose a suitable brush for this. This brush works well. I scale it down a bit and rotate it. That looks good. I add another one over here. Now I lower the layer opacity. Around 50%. Looks good. Now I create another new layer. I want to use a brush to add glow to the ceiling lights and halogens. This looks nice. I make it smaller. I change the color. Now it looks better. I do the same for the halogen lights, just making it a bit wider. Now I want to use a brush that creates a halo effect. I select this brush and paint it over the image. For the halogen lights, I make it smaller. This looks much nicer. I also reduce the opacity of the stars a bit. Now let's compare the before and after. The difference is very clear, and the render really comes to life. I also add some glow to this light. In the render, the visibility of this light was turned off, and this fixes that issue. Even though the raw render was already good, the magic of post-production always makes the render better. I also make the stars brighter. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it was useful for you. If you haven't liked the video yet, please do so, and don't forget to subscribe to support me. See you in the next video. Goodbye.